Radiant's ban.
Hey everybody, welcome back to AD2L Season 7. We've got Diving in Deep going up against Insane Valence. Game number 2 of this best of 2 group stage match. They're burning through the picks and bans very quickly this time though. Was the first pick Clockwork by IV into the Undying Viper, and then the Alchemist. So first one I've seen in a little bit here. Very interesting pick nonetheless. Gonna have to burn through the bans pretty quick though, as they've been coming out hot and heavy. We've got the Queen of Pain, Bristleback, AA, and Huskar for IV. And Dip, they banned out the Silencer, Dragonite, and the Omni Knight. So we'll see what their final one is, but I'm curious to see if IV are going to stack heroes that need scepters. I've seen Gyrocopter a couple times, and I mean, like, you can think of any heroes, like even Clockwork can being gifted a scepter can be pretty strong. They might just use him for his regular farming potential, but I'm curious to see if they're going to run him as like a 4-position Ags machine, or if they're going to run like hard 1-position Alchemist. They're going to pick up the Vengeful Spirit though, so a lot of some minus armor again, and they played very well with it before. Then the Drow Ranger following it up. Wind Ranger was picked up for IV. You got to think the 5th pick, like, ban out the Visage. Like, it's not something you want to deal with. The Drow Visage strat, especially in this kind of a thing. Enchantress. They're gonna go ahead and pick up the Enchantress though. I still think you need to ban out that Visage though, not the bird to deal with here. What is up with my overlays? Why are they a little bit off? Ah, whatever.
10 seconds to go.
They're
5 seconds.
My roommates are great. That's all I have to say. This is the only spot I got. There's no one watching.
Twitch follow.
Yeah, I know. Hey, fuck you. Either way, what are they gonna? Diving in Deep. They picked like all 8 heroes instantly for their picks and bans, and this 9th one has just got them stumped. Unsure of what to do there, so a little bit curious. Maybe they're really thinking about it. But I'm not sure why what they're thinking of banning so hard. I mean, right now I look at IV's lineup and I think it's very, very strange. They've got their offlaner, their mid laner, I'm assuming the Wind Ranger, and then the support Enchantress. They might run the Alchemist mid just so we can go secure bounty runes with Grievous Greed buff, but that's what they're thinking. So they're going to get rid of the Witch Doctor, the other support, so either Alchemist is mid, ban the Visage. You shouldn't have to think about it, just get rid of Visage, or they're going to insta-lock it. They're going to pick up Batrider. Where's the Visage? If they don't pick Visage, I'm like going to be shocked, especially with how strong he is right now. Change up his birds, requiring actual attacks, not just a set amount of damage to take out. For anyone who's curious, before they had about 400 health, and so late game you could just one-shot them, but now they require 4 auto attacks to destroy, so they're a little bit harder to deal with. You almost always get your stomp off with them.
10 seconds to go.
Again, they're thinking hard about this one. Maybe giving a little bit of thought, discussing other options, but I imagine that'll be the pickup in the end. If they don't want the Visage, if they want something else, I'm assuming it's to support Undying then. They'll probably need an offlaner, so maybe something like a Centaur to get them in and out of the fight a little bit more. Their Bristleback was banned out. Batrider's taken out Clock as well. Tidehunter's another option as well, something to initiate with. They could run the Undying in the offlane, maybe pick up another hero to dual lane with him, run the Venge Drow dual lane, Viper in the mid. But if they picked up another hero, maybe something with a stun, or you need some way to lock people down, or a lot of slows. Venomancer maybe? You don't see that too often. I imagine they're gonna go with a Shrek. I guess it is somebody with a stun. There's decent setup. They can get the zombies down and then follow up, but that is a strange choice here. Not sure why they wouldn't. Maybe they just don't have somebody that can play Visage. It does require a little bit more micro and a little bit harder to deal with than some people like. But moving forward from there, Ivy, they've got their final pick. The field is theirs. What do you want? You've got your choice of all but 19 heroes.
5 seconds.
I imagine it'll be another support.
Reserve time.
I'm feeling the mid Wind Ranger and the safe lane Alchemist, so I'm gonna guess it's another support. Maybe just go something like a Lion, some burst damage. Good lane support can zone off laners okay with his increased attack damage. Also, the Earth Spike's pretty strong right now as well. Mana Drain, not bad against the Shrek either, prevent him from using the majority of his spells. What are they? They could run like... Well, you know what? They could also pick up a Magnus and run Alchemist in the safe lane with the Wind Ranger Enchantress, and then give Alchemist the cleave for faster farming speed, as well as you get the Blink RP skewered into a concoction hook shot. Like, they've got the potential for some serious setup there, and we saw before they were able to coordinate their spells pretty effectively in the last game, so I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm just not sure if that's going to be on their mind or not. Wind Ranger's not the most common support, but I think she can do it all right. She can zone decently. She's got a good stun. She's got a bit of an escape spell as well. Do some decent damage. But they're gonna go for the gyro. So a split damage carry. Seldrick's gonna pick up the Alchemist, so he was mid. Half is their offlaner, and it looks like it is gonna be the support Wind Ranger and the support Enchantress. But gyro is gonna be their safe lane farmer.
Better get ready.
Well, nonetheless, going to go ahead and introduce the teams. IV on the Radiant side, we've got Biko. He's going to be playing the Wind Ranger. On the Gyrocopter, we've got Pleasure Cow. Seldrick's going to be handling the Alchemist. Iax is going to be playing the Enchantress. And AV is going to be on the Clockwork. For the Dire, we've got Cretan. He's going to be on the Vengeful Spirit. LL is going to be on that Leshrac RPG. He's going to be playing the Undying. Reinhardt is going to be on the Viper. And last but certainly not least, we've got Marb. He's going to be playing the Drow Ranger. He's got that creepy Mask of Madness as well. It's so weird. But there was a very aggressive smoke coming out. Where are the sentries? There they are on the Undying. So I imagine they're probably going to try and block this gap, put one in and around like right in here somewhere, or maybe just like back on the side. But so far they haven't dropped one down. Instead, maybe they're just looking to get a little bit aggressive here. Not going to block any camps. Instead, they're just going to back off. The smoke wears off, and no one's going to get found out just yet. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of cough I didn't want you to hear.
Away we go.
So, again, no camps blocked yet, but they started with the extra sentries and an offsword. The Enchantress, though, she might get spotted out. There's going to be a magic missile to follow up. They skill up the decay. Can Viper get in range? Instead, he goes for the Nether Toxin. Maybe he should have gone for the poison attack. They're going to tango through the trees. They need one more auto attack from each. Oh, Vengeful Spirit, she's in a little bit too deep. Going to need quite a few tower shots. Going to be able to get it out. Clockwork, unfortunately, has DC, though, and the auto pause comes out. If Viper skills up poison attack there, they get the kill. That 10% movement slow would have been enough on the Enchantress with how fast she goes, with how fast he moves as it is. Oh god, and I apparently have lost all my frames. Oh well, hopefully the spike clears up. Looks like it is. Everything's stabilizing out, so it might not have been on my end. It might have just been coming out from the servers themselves. I see that we already had the clock disconnect.
No.
Looks like they're not doing too bad. Oh, ping should be okay. We only lost 2,000 frames, so it should be alright. But unfortunately the pause coming out before minute 0 is a little bit tough to deal with as far as casting goes. So I don't know what they're talking about. The Enchantress is going to have to head all the way back. But it looks like they're going to be ready to go. Clockwork should be okay up against the solo Drow. But nonetheless, it's going to be a little bit rough. Either way, on this bottom lane, the aggressive tri-lane is going to be pretty... I think it's going to be a little bit too strong for these guys to deal with. It's actually the support... Oh, they're changing up the role a little bit here. Support Alchemist is real. He did get that level 1 rune, though, getting that extra Grievous Greed money for it. Well, we'll see if they can... We'll see if they can make this work. I'm a little bit concerned, though. I think this might be off to a pretty rough laning phase. Alchemist already missing a fair bit of strength from the decay stacks. That's a mid lane. Biko's doing a pretty good job here up against the Shrek. 5 and 2 on him. Conqueror should be okay up against the Drow. Can maybe go ahead and get some cogs burned. So, of course, I'm just going to miss that one. Need a couple of right clicks for it. But in the end, Drow should come ahead on this one. Oh, first blood, the actual dive coming out. RPG going in deep, getting a lot of decay stacks. Now they're going to look to turn this around. Unfortunately, Alchemist didn't have a point up in Concoction at the time, and well, he's going to go for Acid Spray now, but I think it might be a little bit too late for him. IX instead is going to invade the. He's going to invade the Dire Jungle. They're going to loop around, try and get it slow. He's got the one Ensnare creep up and running. Av is going to be running at him. Ensnare's going to come out. They got the Battery Salt going. Going to get the Cogs as well. He's going to look to do as much damage as he can. The Battery Salt should be enough. They are going to bring down the Drow Ranger, so they do have a successful gank going on there. Very nicely done coming out from the Radiant side, but at what cost? Mid lane, Becco almost going down. But it should be okay. The Shrek might look to get another long-range lightning and finish him off, but he's going to be okay. He's going to tango up. He should be alright for now as long as he doesn't get hit by a Split Earth into a lightning. Or lightning into a Split Earth, I should say. But either way, bottom lane, either of these two getting farm. Neither of them are getting any CS. They both have one, and the Undying is just running at them. There's not a whole lot they can do about it. The Decay is too strong right now, reducing how much health they have in general. And the Viper, at this point, is farming so effectively. 11 and 1. No one's even close, except for, I guess, the Clockwork. But that is a range show. They're going to look to go on the Drown Ranger again. They're going to get another pick off in the exact same manner, with the exact same creeps as well. We'll see how long it is until Drow figures out that when the Clockwork starts running at you, maybe it's not great. But either way, in the bottom lane, they're stuck, just trying to soak experience as best they can. And the Dying's gonna go forward, gets a nice double decay going on there. He does have his Tombstone up running. He's gonna eat a bit of a rocket though, but it's only level 1, so he can just sit there and soak it. It's not gonna do that much damage. It doesn't even get to him before it gets blown up. We'll see if maybe they can apply enough pressure to this Drown Ranger that they try and rotate out, but I don't think that they need to. Even if the Drown Ranger just gets experience, they're going to be dominating this bottom lane so effectively. As well as the mid lane going quite well for him. LL is winning his lane up against Biko. Unfortunately, the lightning spam is a little bit tough to deal with, and she just can't handle it. She doesn't have the health pool, but now she's got the bottle. It should be okay. They pick up the Enchantress. They're actually going to look to go. Gonna get a slow. They do get the net off. Unfortunately, they don't have another creep, but the slows are there, and she's doing a fair bit of damage. The Rocket Flyer's gonna come out. Needs about 2 more auto attacks before they can get the kill, and there it is. Enchantress getting a solo kill on the level 3 Drow Ranger. Very nicely done, indeed. Bottom lane. You. And Seldrick, he's going to be going down underneath the tower. Unfortunately, so is the Vengeful Spirit. And the Undying is going to survive. So they do end up trading 1 for 1. Clockwork's doing what he can, but the zombies are locking him in place. There's not a whole lot he can do. But bottom lane, the Alchemist is coming back, so they're gonna look to bring down the Viper. I don't know if this is gonna work out for him. Reinhardt, he's sitting very tanky now. He's got that Aquila fairly early on, and Gyrocopter's got no farm. He's got 10 CS now, but that's 5 minutes in. 10 CS is not enough. He needs to have quite a bit more, as well as the Vengeful Spirit. He's got 2 points up in Wave of Terror. Maybe go on the Gyrocopter there, but it's not going to be the case. Nonetheless. IX, he's doing what he can up in the top lane to keep this Drow Ranger locked down. Clockwork has rotated out but hasn't come back yet. He's level 6 now. He's got his hook shot ready to go. Can look to find Drow Ranger if he needs to. I imagine that'll probably be his target. Trying to shut her down as best they can. She's getting a little bit of farm, even though she's been brought down 3 times. They're more than willing to sacrifice her in order to secure this bottom lane. Getting another kill going down there. Another double kill, in fact. Another one going the way of the Undying and the Viper. Oh, Creighton. He's got to be a little bit careful here, but should be alright nonetheless. Take too many tower shots. They're going to be able to bring him down. Clockwork's maneuvering, trying to find a hook. Instead, he's going to TP to the bottom lane. He gets silence up, so he won't be able to use anything right when he spawns in. And this actually might be his death. That play from the Drow Ranger might work out in their favor. And now we're going to have another TP coming in. This one's from the Wind Ranger. She's going to look for a power shot kill. Is she going to be able to find it? The shackle not going to land, but the hit from the tower is going to be enough. Unfortunately, going to fire the wrong way. Not going to be able to find the Vengeful Spirit.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Viper, he's got 700 gold in the bank. Gonna continue moving forward. Actually, Vengeful Spirit's gonna find the Wind Ranger. Oh, but this. Oh god. Rip. Yeah, it's not great. The magic missile stun into the Shrek stun. Too much to deal with there and brought down by the Viper as she tries to run away. Alchemist is doing what he can. He's gonna get brought down by Reinhardt quite low, and you gotta be careful. They might just dive the tower. He needs about 2 more auto attacks. He's not gonna be able to finish him off. He's got a salve going now. Reinhardt does take quite a bit of damage to the tower. He's got 11 charges. The Shrek's gonna go forward, not gonna land a stun, unfortunately. The Alchemist's gonna start channeling the concoction. Those run out pretty early, and LL, he's gonna take quite a bit of damage here. One more hit from the tower, he's gonna go down. But I think it's gonna be a double kill going the other way as Viper finishes him off. There's gonna be a missile coming in, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Soul Rip is there, and he's going to heal him back up. This is going to be a bottom tower going their way.
Radiant's bottom tower's in better days. Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
Clockwork, he's going to be looking for the Drow Ranger. It does have a hook shot, but it's not going to be off cooldown. Unfortunately, he's got to get the cogs. He is, and the cog burn onto the Vengeful Spirit as well. Nicely done. He's got a hook shot. He's going to throw it out. It connects as well. Make that a double kill going the way of the Radiant. He's got 3 across the board here after the Shrek went down before, but now they're going to look to take down the Viper. They get him with a power shot. Who's this TPing it? It is the Shrek. He's going to be pretty brave to finish the TP. He's going to get cog burned right off the bat, and again once more. Unfortunately, taking a little bit more damage. I hear an Alchemist Concoction. They're going to look to run in. Is he going to be able to get there? No, the slow is going to do too much damage. Now he's got to be careful though. Split Earth. Is it going to land? It does. He's going to get the lightning off before Alchemist can get away. No, he's not. He's going to look instead to get it off onto the Clockwork. The Enchantress not able to bring him down. The Impetus is doing quite a bit of damage, but not enough in the end. This isn't Undying with a haster though. And now I think it's going to be a dead Clockwork. Maybe not. That said, the Enchantress does go down due to the Shrek. Lightning again, once more bringing him down, and this is a very fast zombie. Alchemist committing suicide with his concoction. Everything just going wrong for IV.
Radiant's toughened up their structures. Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
But top lane, no points in the Edict yet, so they're not able to burst the tower down that quickly. But the Drow Ranger does hit it fairly hard, so they will be able to bring it down eventually. Vengeful Spirit pushing the mid lane with the Viper. So far they're doing a fairly decent job of bringing down as many towers as they can. Chat just moving around to the backside, gonna get a slow off. Power shot does connect. 1 Impetus, 2. Make that 1 more and it should be enough. There they do. Bring her down. But I guess the Vengeance R doesn't mean a whole lot. On the top side though, it is Clockwork getting another kill onto the Drow Ranger. He's just been feeding off of her this entire game. But I still have this sinking feeling that the Alchemist and the Drownecopter are just so far behind. Both of them, their net worth sitting right near the bottom. I guess so is the Drow Rangers, but hers just doesn't seem that bad because the rest of her team is getting something at least. And the Alchemist goes down again. This tri-lane working out so well, and LL from the mid lane having a fantastic report showing on the Silver Rack, much like he did on the Enigma. This tower is going to be going down here in just a moment. Just a little bit of the Edict there, and they do bring it down. It's 2100 gold on him, so we can go for that first Soul Booster. I'm assuming that's going to be the choice. Go for the Soul Booster into Lotus Orb. Honestly, you get the heal, get the reduced cooldown. The spam would be insane from the Lightning, being able to put it out once more every 3 seconds.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom.
Instead, he's going to go for the Yule Scepter, so they're playing it a little bit safer. He'll look to spam out this top wave. And, well, he's got the Edict going, bringing down the creeps as best he can. See if they want to defend. So far, the only person is the Clockwork that can really look to do anything, but he's going to go for a hook shot. Fortunately, it's going to whiff. Alchemist does get a stun off on the Undying. He's going to get that Soul Rip off, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Turn around, try and get the Tombstone up. He does at least get it down. Rookcopter doing what he can. He's going to be going down, though. Wave of Terror coming out, doing quite a bit of damage. Now the Alchemist falls. Now seeing chances on the backside. She's going to be dropping through the zombies. Clockwork does get a Cogs off. It's not going to be enough, though. Enchantress is going to be able to just get away from the zombie. She killed it, managed to pop an urn on herself. Track is in pursuit, though. They're going to loop around, try and figure out where she's going. Are they going to be able to out-juke her? She's going to pop a smoke and head back by TP, and she's just going to be out of there. But they're going to look to pressure this tier 2 now. Bring down creep waves as quick as they can. And the track with a level 1 Edict Cell, not doing a whole lot of damage, but it does help out a little bit here. Max Edict does so much damage to towers, but regardless, the track gonna be able to pick up. Is he gonna disassemble boots? No, he's not. Very interesting. Maybe he's gonna save up until he has enough to finish the Octarine Core. I think that's gonna be the item, though. And this is something I've wanted to see for a while now. I haven't played the track myself yet, so I haven't been able to do it. But get an Octarine Core as well as like a Bloodstone and an Ag. I know that's like a lot of farm. Very late. Oh, on the top side though, Hookshot's gonna come through. The track doing what he can, trying to bring down the Enchantress, but not doing enough damage here. He's gonna be able to get it with one more auto attack. But on the backside, they're gonna lose their Clockwork. They do trade for the Undying that time though, so at least they get something. But a haste is going to get picked up, swap from the Vengeful Spirit as well as a Magic Missile to follow up. Leshrac now has a haste, channeling that bottle as best he can. He's going to get the lightning and another auto attack. That's going to be a double kill going his way. And the missile's going to hit him, but not that he cares. And, well, Power Shot comes through. I just worry the team overall net worth chart and experience is dipping heavily in favor of the Dire at the moment, and wouldn't be too surprised if they be able to maintain this performance for the rest of the game. Leshrac, he's got 1900 gold in the bank. We'll see what he goes for next. Is Enchantress near anything? She's got treads and an urn. Wind Ranger's working on a 4-staff, trying to get the Gyrocopter's got phase boots and a mango, and the Alchemist has brown boots and a stout. Clockwork's the only one who's really got anything going on. He's got a bracer, a cloak, and his phase, but it's gonna be pretty rough indeed. What's the track doing? Lightning's gonna come through, it's gonna bounce through, clears up the creep wave as well. Fortunately, they don't have level 2 swaps, so they're not able to engage as nice as they would like to onto Biko. You gotta be pretty careful though. Nonetheless, up on the top lane, they're going to look for the Clockwork. He's going to start trying to TP out. He's actually going to hook shot in, pop the battery cell. There goes Cogs as well, but I'm not sure if he's going to win this one up against the Viper. Instead, he's going to make it out of there. They also lose the Alchemist in the mid lane. Imagine due to a swap. Looks like that was the case. It's a little bit out of position and they bring him down. Then now they're going to spot out the Wind Ranger. Biko, what are you doing, buddy? He's going to try and Wind Run away. It's on cooldown for a little bit here. Lightning's going to come out. Where's the stun? Not quite there. Fortunately, Wind Run up just in time. And, well, Vengeful Spirit not able to get in range for that Magic Missile. Now they probably look to push the top lane, though.
Why did the rune work not fall up?
Moving down to this top tier 2. They've got still only that 1 point up in Edict, I guess, as they would have got that 2nd point in Pulse Nova. But they're going to look to bring down the tower as quick as they can. Well, they'll be able to get it. Viper brings it down. Call down is used. So is the Tombstone, though. But either way, it's not going to matter that much. There's a missile coming through. What level is that still? Oh, that's a max level missile, actually, though. Going to do a little bit of damage to the Undying. Poor guy. That's going to hurt. No more than he wants it to. Now they're going to look to go on the backside. Clockwork looks like he didn't actually hook forward. He's able just to get in range to the bench. He does have a hook up and running. If he can get his team out of the way. Fortunately, Leshrac jukes to the south and very nicely done. Managed to TP out just inside of the trees. But Clockwork's hooked it a little bit with wide to the right, or the left, I guess, but we'll see. The tower game is still going strong, but the fights haven't been quite as convincing. They've usually been losing 1 or 2 now, whereas before they were winning flawlessly. So maybe that's just kind of the way it goes, but we'll see. Leshrac, he's got that Octarine Core now finished up. First item Octarine Core, he should be able to do enough damage to stay alive in these fights very easily. We'll see how much he's getting from that. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of damage as well. He's gonna pop the Edict. He's gotta turn back on his ulti. He's gonna get stunned up. He gets it off though before he goes down. He's healing him up a fair bit, but unfortunately he's not enough to go 1v5 as they do manage to bring him down. But he spent all his money. Would have been a pretty solid gold bounty. I'm just waiting to see the recap. Yeah, about 1,500 gold swing all in all. And well, that's gonna be all she wrote there. Clockwork, maybe looking for another hook shot. Not gonna like to go just yet.
Every coin helps.
Undying, he's got the headdress recipe as well as a hooded fight, so he's gonna be working on a pipe.
Dire's top tower
Pipe of their own. Picking out the Enchantress. Not sure what they're looking to do here. Is he gonna take over a mud golem? No, she's not.
Dire might want to mine their top
Lots of
tower.
pings coming out here. Dying Haster again. So many S4 runes this game. Just not quite able to make anything happen with him. Drow Ranger's trying to do what she can, round up with that helm with the Dominator, going the safe route, not getting a Mask of Madness or anything like that.
Dire's
Lots of
top
pings coming out
tower,
here. There must be a smoke
you know
about
the
to
drill.
pop. It's gonna catch them all. And now they're gonna head right into the Roshan pit. They gotta
Dire's
wait
top
just a
tower's
moment here.
down.
Drow Ranger might have attacked a little bit soon. The flare's still coming down. They ping it out. Drow Ranger or Wind Ranger's gonna ping it out. Can they rotate in there quick enough? Gonna be bringing it down fairly quick. Another flare is gonna come out, and that's gonna spot it out for sure. But oh. Okay, now here's the time for the big plays. He's gonna go for the hook shot. He's gonna connect. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to steal anything. He does trap in 3 with him though. He's gonna get forced or gusted out. Now there's just 3 of them stuck in the cogs. Swap further into onto Pleasure Cow. He's gonna get dropped down very quickly. And they're gonna look to bring down the Tombstone. The track staying alive. Look at the heal coming out from the Pulse Nova. And that was a very impressive team fight. They tried it as best they could. I mean, they knew they had to take it, but now they've got an Aegis up on the Drow Ranger, or on the track, sorry, as well as the Octarine Core. And we saw how much he healed up and how quickly he healed up there. So it's going to be very tough indeed. But see if they want to push out for this tower, or if they're gonna instead maybe rotate around here.
Radiant's
Not sure what the
mid-tower
Shrack's doing here. He's pinging out this ancient stack, but just go for their buildings guy. I guess they want to put the nail in the coffin. The Shrack also doesn't really do anything to them. The Edict does decent work, so he's gonna be doing decent damage. Gonna be clearing up pretty quick. Alchemist actually comes through and throws down a concoction. Sorry, the acid spray. Shrack's gonna TP out, Missile's gonna follow him, stun comes out onto the Vengeful Spirit, Missile does a nice little 90-degree turn there. Gonna be heading all the way back to the base. They're gonna be able to bring it down, maybe one more. And there's another hook shot. Clockwork, he's gonna go forward, he gets a hook off onto the Drow Ranger, swapped out as well. Now maybe the Clockwork is in a little bit of trouble. It doesn't matter if the Vengeful Spirit dies, she's gonna stay alive for now. Calldown's gonna come, this might be the end of her. She's gonna get mech'd up, second calldown strike, it's gonna be enough. Does in fact bring her down. Now it's the Enchantress who's in a little bit of trouble. She's going to be going down, but so does the Drow Ranger. Alchemist is going to get off him with stun. He's slowed up by the zombies too much, and the Viper, it's just going to be a sad Seldrick as the Ogre gets brought down. A little Goblin too.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
They're going to look to continue pressuring this mid lane. The Shrack has made it all the way out. I think if they had just gone, maybe they could have taken that tier 2 quite easily. They didn't need to go and try and contest this ancient stack. There was no real reason for that, but nonetheless, it was the choice they made. So we'll see if it comes back to bite them or not. They're gonna pop the Edict on to the tower at one point, but
Radiant's mid tower.
let's see how quickly this goes down. And the nice thing here is Edict is going to be on such a short cooldown because of the Octarine Core that he can spam it out a lot quicker than would be normal, and can just push towers that much more effectively. Now they're going to rotate down to the bottom. Imagine they just like to do the same thing. They've still got their Aegis. Drow's working on a BKB. How much damage is she giving? She's giving 42. Vengeful Spirit's going to drop a ward. What kind of a swap does he got? It's only level 1. Unfortunately, Vengeful Spirit is level 9. Lots of pings coming out here that feel like they know they're coming. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. Force staffed up to the high ground. Runs right into a Vengeful Spirit. She's going to find the Alchemist. Come 2 people passing the night. Wave of Terror comes out. There's the Viper Strike as well. This is going to be a dead Alchemist. He goes down. very quickly. Clockwork's going to go forward, does connect as well. The Guts is going to be there, not forcing him out, but it's going to be able to bring him down very quickly. You get a nice 2-man shackle as well as a call down coming out. There's the mechanism coming out as well as the pipe. They're going to lose their Vengeful Spirit again. The gyrocopter's already down, and now it's Biko, the lone survivor. She's going to get slowed up by the lightning. Moves to travel forward. Oh, hits the wrong one, unfortunately. And the Evil Scepter up. Yeah, it's a dead Wind Ranger indeed. They're going to look to bring down this tower. Backdoor protection is not on. It's close enough. So they are going to bring it down very quickly. They've still got the Aegis up on this Leshrac. He's going to pop his Invisor, I guess, just for the mana, but he can bring it down so quickly. And now he's got the max edict as well, so he can really look to do some damage here. Acid Spray is going to come down, but this tower is going to be melting so quick. Blitz is going to be forced down, so they're going to have to back up just a little bit here, but they've still got the Aegis to work with. How much longer is it on it? They've got it for another, just under a minute now. You guys going to look to keep pushing? See if they want to. It's not like they wait on a whole lot of cooldowns here. They're going to throw in another bit of lightning. It's going to land on the Enchantress. Acid Spray is going to come out. Ooh, Enchantress forced that forward. Hookshot's not going to land. There's the Edict coming up from the Shrek. He's going to pop off his ulti as well. He's healing up a fair bit. Now he's getting saved up by the Pipe of Insight. Clockwork's going to be going down. AB, he's going to get dropped out. Now it's going to be Vengeful Spirit who's turn to fall. She's going to be going down again. Maybe not actually. She's going to get saved up by her allies. The Silence coming out there. Not going to connect on anyone, but the slows from the Viper are going to be strong enough. Alchemist channeling up with Concoction. Going to get it off onto the Undying. He's going to get shackled up, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter. Power Shot's going to come through. That's going to bring him down. Long range snipe from the Drow Ranger, but it does not matter at this point. The Shrek, he's... Oh, that's a little unfortunate. He's standing in the Acid Spray when the Aegis despawned. Now he's going to look to bring down the Ranger Axe here. Now they can look to push the mid one if they so choose. He's pretty low. They're going to go for it though. Viper looks like he's willing to tank it. He's got his Guardian Greaves, so maybe he's not too worried about it. So Axe just got to position himself in such a way that... Oh, Shackle. Oh. He is so lucky that it did not latch, but staying alive for now. Power Shot coming through, clearing him out again, and they're going to back off. They got about half damage, a little over half damage into the tower, and they're going to be able to make their way out of there. I think Leshrac just buy a point booster. Oh, he's going to get work on the Blitzen recipe. So he buys a Soul Ring. I guess he needs a Soul Booster, and then he's got his Bloodstone as well, which is the regen item he would need to go with that. The Octarine Cord. Octarine Cord, decent regen, but it's not amazing. It's the same as the Soul Booster gives. It doesn't give like 200 and then 1 for every point it's got in it. Alchemist, poor guy. He's got a Perseverance. I don't even know what he's going for with that. No idea. Viper, he's picked up his eggs after the Guardian Greaves, so Boots have been keeping him alive in these fights, giving that extra little bit of sustain, some mana coming out. Oh, gotta be careful though. Gonna do a lot of damage here. Gonna keep the Shrek up and going. Octarine Core doing good work there. And it's at this point, DiD, they can wait as long as they want. They could even wait for another Roshan if they so choose, but they seem a little antsy after drawing that last game, drawing out. They maybe weren't the most comfortable and they want to close it out while they've got an advantage. So they're just going to continue to push, bring down the creep waves as quick as they can, look to get up in range, get an Edict off on the tower. They've got the bench, they can sit behind the Shrek, get a swap off if needed. Oh, 4-step forward and then a swap. A little bit risky there. Silence is going to hold on to the Enchantress. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it looks like it's going to work on the end. Alchemist, he's going to get off the stun. He does not go down. The Shrek does drop out of the Clockwork. They lose 2 so far. Alchemist and Gyro have gone down, but so far the Shrek, he's buying back. He's going to TP back in. And I think they're going to be able to finish him off. Biko's going to 4-step forward, brought down by the Viper. 1 more auto attack from him. The Shrek bought back, boost travels in, and he's going to pop an Edict, and these Raxes are going to be dropping very quick. This is going to be another lane of super creeps going in favor of them, even with a couple of buybacks. You know, the Shackle only latching on the creeps. Alchemist going to get off a stun onto the Vengeful Spirit. Silence comes out though. Slow coming out from the Shrek, and as well as the stun, this is going to be a dead Clockwork, and I believe that's a buyback on him. It is, as well as the Alchemist. Biko, he's heading up to the top lane. I'm not sure if this is going to be the case. The Shrek's thinking about it, but not sure if he wants to tank the creeps. Maybe they just like to push bottom. Oh, they're going to go for it instead. Viper's going to be says the one, hey, I'll tank this, no big deal. And the Edict is coming out. He's going to be doing a lot of damage, as well as the Drow Ranger. She's going to get shackled up and does not latch. Silence comes out, and this is going to be mega creeps now at 25 minutes into the game. Yeah, they're doing a very good job. Now they just have to close the game out and try to feed, but I think I'm thinking there might be a GG call here pretty quick. I'm not sure if it's... Oh, how did that latch? What was that angle? But nonetheless, they do lose the Viper. The track's going in hard, though. Bo2 doing as much work as he wants it to. And, well, not a whole lot they can do about it. The track just kind of wandering around the mystical unicorn, doing whatever he needs to.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Ranger, she might be in a little bit of trouble here. The track's pretty quick, but not going to be able to get in range. And Lightning is going to come out. Oh, it lands! And the Post-Nova. Nicely done, indeed. Now they're going to find the Vengeful Spirit on the backside, though. At least they're going to get something. Maybe not. She's still alive now, and she does go down finally. Enchantress is able to get that kill. Enchantress is going to get brought down. Now it's the Strax coming back in. He's going to eat up these tier 4s, and IV, they're not giving up without a fight. But Mega Creeps are in the base. GG is called. AV. Gonna call it out. GG, well played. All. And well done in favor of diving in deep. They did a great job. Excellent draft in the second game. They didn't have quite as many problems breaking the base as they did the time before. I think item choices were sounder, maybe the heroes worked out a little bit better, and certainly their aggressive tri-lane went fantastic. So all in all, nicely done from those two teams, and it was a fun game to cast. If you enjoyed it, you can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at WolfThoda. But other than that, your viewership is enough. Have a good night, guys.